Hello everyone, like I promised, today I'm going to be making a video telling you everything I know about the Labyrinth. I might not know everything, people might know more, but I'm just informing you what I know. So, the first thing is that to unlock the Labyrinth you have to complete episode 121, which is in chapter 7 of the story. If you haven't got that far yet, it's pretty easy now, they give you all the free level 80 characters. This thing costs 30 stamina to enter it. So every stage you do in it doesn't cost you any stamina, but the entry fee is 30 stamina. Let's go to here. This just tells you which, so all these symbols mean. So this one here is you verse a random team. So when I did it, I versed the commandments, but you can verse the plains of Azure Sky, all of them, literally any of them you can verse. This is a random box, so either you can get a grace or a passive, whatever you want to call it. You can get a buff, or you can get a character. Or if you're unfortunate, you can then get one of these fights. There is a chance. It's a luck chest. I didn't actually get it on my run, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's just what it is. This is you pick a character, you get given 4 characters, they're all random. Different stages will then give you different characters. I'm still not sure if you need to own the character to get them, but I definitely didn't own some of the characters I got. This is a revive, so it allows you to pick one character to revive. They revive at full HP. That's what you really need to know. Okay, so let me explain how levels work first. So every time you complete a fight, you will gain levels. Depending on how hard that fight is, depending on how many levels you gain. But this level up thing, which is this symbol here, gives you 10 levels guaranteed. This also gives you 2 awakening every... Yes, every time you pick up this symbol, it will then give you 2 awakening, including super awakening. So you need to pick up 6 times to get max super awakening. And then you have the ult level. So this upgrades everyone's ult level in your team by 1. I'm not really sure if it's really that worth it, but that's just what I know. This heals 50% of your max HP. I think it's 50% or 8%. Let's just say a percentage so far. It heals a percentage of your HP. This is what the final boss one looks like. So every floor, so there's 30, you'll have to go over 13 tiles to reach. There's 13 tiles in each floor. The 13th one is a boss. So you have to go through 12 tiles to reach the 13th one, which is the boss. The boss on each floor is different. So on the first floor, it's counter melee. On the second floor, it's a weird green-blue draw hybrid with some weird other attacks that you shouldn't really have. So you can't attack disable him pretty much. He's also immune to pretty much every debuff. And on floor 3 is Red Demon Melee, but with AM Melee passive, also with a 20% revive as well. There's also the cart, so at the end, normally at the end, I think on floor 3 it's like halfway through, but normally towards the end they have this cart which allows you to buy stuff using the currency. I'll explain how you get the currency later. Anyway, let's just get into it, and that means I can show you some of this stuff firsthand. Obviously, every time you start it up, you do get this animation. There is no skip towards it, unfortunately. So this is the currency here. You gain the currency by completing fights. You don't gain the currency by moving like squares or anything, just by doing these fights. This is the time you get that stuff. Also, if you do complete these super hard fights, you do get a passive at the end. These passives here stack up. Different passives do different things, like some of them is, if all your team is a different attribute, you then get 3 ult gauge, or if an enemy is debuffed, you do 50% more damage, and they all have different rarities as well. So this is the select system, so you hit start here, you get to pick one character. When I did it, and I done it on my second go, I picked this Diane, so you pick the Diane, or pick the character you want. It'll always be a variant of those characters, of the Sins, I think, not including Escanor. I have not seen anyone be able to pick Escanor in the first one. The second pick, I want to say, is the most crucial pick. Because either you can get really lucky, you pull someone bad, or you get really unfortunate, you pull someone bad, or you like me, and I think I picked this Diane second. I used Hostess Liz. She was clutch. I would say attack disable is probably the main thing you want. You can cheese 90% of floor 1 with just attack disable. Stance disable is also good for the melee stages. You can disable Melee's counter stances. Melee's counter stances, depending on how much HP he's lost, will inflict how much damage. Will determine how much damage he inflicts on you. Diane's ult is also very powerful. I don't know why I didn't use it, but I'm too distracted talking. Anyways, so the HP I have now is HP that's going to stay here until I get a heal. Sometimes, or most of the time, I don't think I had to heal, because I was lucky. I only had to do it twice, and both times I got a healing character. So I will say I was pretty lucky with that sense. I didn't have to worry about healing all the time. I will say the main thing you probably want to go for is cast obviously characters, because if you can get better characters, it's always worth it. But also levels and the awakening. Ultimate levels, you don't need them, because most of the time, if your characters are built, if you've leveled them up and you've given them the super awakening, they're going to do a lot of damage. As you can see, my she gained a little bit of HP back because of the she leveled up. Because when they level up, I think they gain a tiny bit of HP, or they don't gain HP. Yeah, as you can see, her HP did go up, but yeah, pick another character. Slater was very good. I think I picked Slater at one point. Slater has stance disable, and his passive is really good for critting. I don't really care. I'm also going to go for levels again. Okay, actually, I'm going to show you how hard these normally are. These are normally very hard. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, no, this one isn't very hard, but on floor 3 I had to do one of them, and it was the commandments. They did a lot of damage. This is sever. No, this is stance disable. Is this stance disable? Yeah, this is stance disable. Okay. So the reason I say Slater's very good is because of his passive, where he pretty much guarantees crits if they have no ult gauge. He has like a 300% crit chance. Oh, yeah, and every character you unlock, even at like the lowest level, all have their passives. Cosmetics don't work, relics don't work, box you see doesn't matter, constellations doesn't mean anything. Which I kind of like, because it means, like, this is literally a level like 30. Well, this was a level 30 account when I did it. It's level 50 something now, but we can just skip over that. But yeah, I was a low level, I done this. Some people struggle, obviously because it is somewhat RNG. It's not very RNG based, it's more like, I guess you could say it's actually kind of skill based. Because if you're not very good at the game, you're probably going to make a few mistakes, but it's always about making the correct decisions. I do recommend characters at the end are, oh my voice, Escanor. I got the one Escanor and I got Green Roxy. Green Roxy, her AoEs are charged, but her passive is for every human on the field. She does 15% more damage, and it just there's no cap to how many it can stack for, which is why I love it so much. It's so strong. She has, I think, a cancel. I want to say a cancel stance to single target card. Yeah, so this is the passives. Obviously, I don't actually know what they are because I can't read Japanese, but I can tell you that this one's something to do with counters, and these two have something to do with lifesteal. I'm just going to pick this one. Obviously, you can see their rarity as well. I don't really want ult. I don't want ult, so I'm going to go this way instead. The amount of passes you have, I don't think is capped. But after the third floor, obviously there is there's 3 floors to the main system of it. Like to the reward system. After that, it's infinite. I don't know how the rewards work after that. I haven't really looked into it. I don't think it's really worth your time unless you're super bored. Then if you're super bored, just go for it, I guess. But the reason I say just don't go for it is we don't know what the rewards are. It could just literally just be SR chests. Also, they become terribly hard afterwards. And also because I'm guessing most people watching this video only really want it for the rewards. And I don't blame you. Because you need the card for the new set. He didn't... Oh, he hasn't got... Yeah, okay, he's got ult gauge now. But yeah. Overall, I really do like this mode. It feels fresh. Like, I wouldn't expect... Well, I wouldn't have expected them to add this. Okay, I do need to get some lifesteal for Diane. Diane, please kill. Please, 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 please. Thank goodness. So Diane's passive is every turn. I think she boosts giant stats every turn, or she boosts her own stats, or something like that. So every turn she gets stronger and stronger. She is dead, but you know, we'll just go over that quickly. Oh, I can actually attack disable him. Okay, I might be able to get my Diane to survive. We've got attack disable. Get start, but that is completely fine. We're going to do this, and then what's this? This is the Sever card. So hopefully this kills someone. It kills both of them, yeah. When after a while, Diane becomes pretty powerful. She's got no HP though, which is maybe a slight problem later on. So every time you complete a battle, you get obviously you get these points. So you get 5 from the small ones. How many points am I on actually? 20. So I'm guessing then you get 10 from the hard ones. And then, so 10 from those ones, and then 5 from these ones. Obviously, some points they do make you so you get a passive at some point. You're always guaranteed a passive. I'm gonna go for the heal because my team kind of needs it. I don't think Awakening's really gonna help that much. I really wish I could have read that passive. It could have been like lowered enemies' lifesteal by 50%, which wouldn't have been very useful. Actually, maybe later on it would, because I forgot what boss it is. I think it's Melee. Melee, the Melee on the 3rd floor has, I think he has super high lifesteal, which can be really irritating. Man, I wish I could have relics. If relics worked in this, I think it'd be cool, but I think it would defeat the purpose of this mode. Obviously, this mode is meant to help, well, not help new players, but it's just a mode meant so that every person can play it, no matter like where you are in the game, which I think is a really cool concept. I think they should do more stuff like that, but I think obviously people playing this game, obviously you're gonna get a knighthood, but I have a lot of my friends play this game, so I would like content that would allow me and my friends, not just me and one extra friend to do a demon, but to do something else, like it's sort of like the Monspeed event, but like the boss has infinite health, it gets stronger every turn, you and your mate are doing it, or you and like your knighthood are doing it, for example. And depending on how much score you get will depend on you get some sort of knighthood reward, you get diamonds, or some sort of incentive to keep that event alive. I think it would be cool. Slater's also pretty strong, which is good. I need a new character. I need someone good. So this is probably not a good setup because there's no synergy with this team. We've just got a guy who crits quite a bit with an infect ult. And then you have Diane who just buffs, I think she just buffs giants. I'm guessing that's just giants, or herself. It only buffs their attack. Her attack isn't very high, so it's not really buffing by that much, but it's okay. The only reason I like Slayer is because he's good at getting rid of melee stance in the final stage. Again, you get rare chests, all this stuff. I say the rewards aren't too bad. If I remember, it's 35-star enhancing potions, 200 anvils, 10 SA coins, 6 pendants, 1 card which you need for the new card set for the dogs, and 30 diamonds. The 30 diamonds is easily the best one. This is horrible, but I might go here and then make a line across like that. Oh, actually I won't be able to get the points. I need to go here. Anyone who buffs blue units? Actually, I'll use Green Helper, why not? It'll help Slayer. If I get a merger, I kinda want it to be a Slayer merger. Sorry, a Helper merger. I think with the bosses, if you don't have anyone, or your entire team are alive, or you're missing a unit, I think they go first. I have seen like people go, the enemies go first, like the bosses. I don't know how it didn't go first the 2 times I did it. I hope Diane survives. I'm using the Diane card to hopefully she lifesteals. She didn't lifesteal at all. She probably has negative lifesteal. Hunger shield up. Oh, he hits pretty hard. How many hits does he do? Wait, he must have that must be Rupture. No, that's Co-Destruction, I think. And that's a debuff card. Huh. Yeah, this is a really bad setup, to be fair. I didn't really get that many good characters. The best characters you can probably get are Red Gotha's very good. Hostess Liz, it's a very long first few fights, but after a while, it's so worth it. Yeah, I'm not winning. Obviously, let's just say I'm going to forfeit here, just for the sake of no point me doing it. And it forces you to restart. It says all your characters are dead, you have to restart. So if you make a mistake in a battle and you want to restart, you can't. You have to restart the entire Labyrinth. So if your whole team dies, you have to restart. That's really it with the Labyrinth. It's a fun event. I do highly recommend it just for the 30 diamonds. After that, you don't have to touch it. There was a timer. That's at the 14th of September. Let me check something quickly. The 14th is... It may have been like the 8th or the 14th. It was either the 8th or the 14th. And I think they might do monthly resets. When I mean monthly reset, I mean... Oh, then what will they do about the card? As the card becomes a permanent fixture. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps push out my channel and I really appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.